Recording is on.
Welcome back to the Face of the Franchise podcast. I'm your host, Michael DeFerrashinuti, the guy who's humping his screen with his NFL Jam shirt. Joey, little Joe, he's little now. He's lost weight because he stopped drinking like an asshole. He stopped doing drugs like an asshole. But
fucking sober prick dick.
a pair of 1-0 teams. That's all I'm going to say. A pair of 1-0 teams. Taking down New York on 9/11.
Virtual handshake. Congratulations, sir.
New York went down. It's 9/11. Everything about this day. Jets went down. Giants went down. Kind of like 9/11. But it's okay. But never forget. We're making a joke about 9/11, but we seriously do not forget 9/11. As somebody who's of Arabic descent, we lost 19 of our best men that day. Shout out to what's it called? The big stick.
Hey, don't edit out these bits like it's
I won't. Trust me. I'm keeping it.
Don't think I didn't notice that.
I wish it was my joke, but it's the joke from it's the Indian guy from what's it called? That show, Silicon Valley. I forgot his name.
Kumal Najani.
He was in the movie with Ray Romano. The big stick, big ill. Something.
Yeah. Great movie.
He said that because Ray.
We had a big stick reference on the podcast.
Because it's the funniest joke I've ever heard said. Because he goes, Ray Romano is like, so what was your take on 9/11? He's like, oh, never forget. And then they're like, oh, thank God. And he's like, yeah, we lost 19 of our best men that day. And Ray Romano was dead silent. And ever since I've heard that, I've been saying that since day one. And people are going to be like, oh, Michael, you're a joke taker. Shut the fuck up. You all say the same knock jokes since 2015. Shut the fuck up.
You guys take every fucking bit you see from a TV show and try to make it yours. Go fucking suck his dick from the back to steal a quote from you, baby.
Thank you. Suck a dick from the back. Also stolen from $1 million worth of game.
I know.
Funny. You get pink eye while you're sucking a dick is crazy. So
I was gonna try to give you one, but hey, my man's honest. He'll never let it back. And more importantly, Jaden Daniels plays football today. You're very welcome. Hence why we got the jam combination going. We'll get into it. But before we get into that, since apparently it's over already, I should count my chickens already counted. They're not going to hatch. The Packers have already won tonight because they're unbeatable now that they beat the Lions.
I mean, listen, look, this is where our segment starts of don't overreact to week one. Right now, the guy who's leading in categories of passing is probably Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson, but the guy right behind him is Aaron Rodgers. And you don't see me beating my dick and saying the guy has 40.
You got 2011 Aaron Rodgers back, right?
Oh my God.
Super Bowl time.
We're overreacting to week one. We're going to win the Super Bowl. See you at the Super Bowl, Commanders. No.
That's right.
The Packers defense was supposed to be good. They added Parsons, so that looks good. The Lions look like they're in shambles, which probably isn't an overreaction because we didn't know what it was going to be without Ben Johnson. You guys look good. You just need a little bit more time with Terry. That's what happens when you meet trading camp. Seahawks and 49ers. I'm going through the whole gambit, but right now, guys, it's week one. Don't put the horse before the cart or whatever they say, cart before the horse. Yeah, so
it's all right. It's early in the morning. He's getting his metaphors together, ladies.
We're gonna spade a spade.
He's clearing those nostrils. Getting the metaphors together. We're gonna get here.
Don't call a spade a spade.
All right, Dan Cat. So no, I agree. This every single week, every single week one of every single year since we have watched football, since before we have watched football, and we came out of our father into our mother, and then out of our mother. That's what happened. Don't act all grossed out. That's what happened. Everyone overreacts to week one. Every single person overreacts to week one. You might want to edit out that joke. A little graphic. Everyone overreacts to week one. It's disgusting. Apparently, Dan Campbell and the Lions are done and finished. The Packers are the greatest team to ever walk the face of the earth. Every single coach that lost this week needs to be fired. There's probably a certain kernel of truth to that, depending on which coach you're talking about. But it's just, let's pull back the brakes. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch, to give you another metaphor there. Let's go ahead and realize it's week one. Everybody's figuring out everything. Everyone's shaking off the dust and the rust. Even the commentators and the analysts and all the talking heads are shaking off the rust very clearly as they're still trying to pull some heads out of their asses this week. Let's slow down. Let's not go ahead and bet the house against the Commanders. Let's not go ahead and say that the Lions aren't going to put money on Lions not missing the playoffs. Calm, temperature expectations, same with fantasy. We're going to be okay. Something that you probably shouldn't have stayed so calm and stayed patient with is Jake fucking Moody. To get into news in the headlines to start with. How the fuck was Jake Moody on a football team for as long as he was?
That guy had the best job security I've ever seen. The guy was like a fucking meteorologist. He was wrong 80% of the time. No, let's just keep him on there. Oh, it's going to snow in the middle of July. Fucking wrong. Like, this guy's so...
Okay, Al fucking Roker.
I mean, I don't understand. Like, you are a Super Bowl contending team last year and the year before that and this year. The guy was so inconsistent. Like, people on the sideline, like 49ers players, were visibly ill when he was out there as a kicker. Like, we both have good kickers. Like, we might have the best kicker in the NFL in Boswell. Nobody gets ill when we see him. We're like, that's 3 points, put it on the board. You guys have a good kicker. You're like 89 to 90% of the time he's making it. So we're like, okay, cool. Fucking Moody's out there. My brother-in-law, who's a big 49ers fan, is choking. He's like, it's 40 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got spit coming out. He's getting enraged.
I'm getting enraged because I don't understand these coaches and these fucking loyalty bullshit where they wait. If a kicker misses 3 times in the game and I'm a coach, cut.
100%.
Cut. You don't waste. That loses you the game. Like, you lose a game because of that. You get into field. What is the number one thing people do in 2-minute drill? They try to get to the above the 50 on the opponent's 40. Try to get to the field goal range because maybe if they don't score, they're like, okay, we got momentum with 3 points. It's a skill position like any other skill position because you're like, okay, this guy could win or lose me the game with these 3 points or 2 points or whatever. So it's like, whatever, man. I don't know. I was just very upset that it didn't happen sooner. I'm over here asking for a man to get fired ASAP. And he did, finally.
Yeah, it was long over. It was disgusting work. It was like he had like his dad owned the team, which his dad does not own the team. It was like, hey, like this is just everyone. It's the boss's son. Just say, good job, Jake. You tried your best. It almost made it this time. But yeah, 100%. You missed 2, especially field extra points. Get the fuck off my team. You are a professional.
Oh, yeah.
We're paying you a 99.9 percentile salary to fucking make that extra point. And you just put your hand on your dick and forgot how to kick. And it was just disgusting for my weak pun of the day. I mean, it was just disgusting. My weak rhyme of the day, rather. Congratulations, Eddie Pinerio. I'm not very familiar with the background. Can you want to give us a little...
He's all right. He played for the Panthers. I think he played for the Giants. He wasn't bad. I think he's like a decent kicker. We'll see how he is. Usually these new kickers go in and they score they do 6 out of 6. And then after that, we figure out he's good or bad. So
the football encyclopedia is limited on Eddie Pinerio. We will see what happens. I'm sure he can make an extra fucking point.
I hope so.
And making my day, Mac Jones is playing some fucking football this week to stick with the 49ers. Yeah. Man, it's all happening again for the 49ers. Magic comes together. I don't know. What do you think, did Kyle sacrifice a unborn child or something like that? Did he kill a family member? What did he do to have that such high highs, but not get his nut, not get the Super Bowl nut? And then now it just seems like the devil's getting his due. The devil is collecting his debt, and boy, damn, does Kyle regret it.
Let me tell you something about the 49ers. There's always a team that gets injured like this every single year. I think one year was when you guys were the Washington football team. I think you guys had 22 injuries.
Never forget.
Eagles 1 year. I think Panthers was 1 year. But the 49ers are consistently having people on fucking IR that the hospital in San Francisco can't hold them anymore. Like, babies are...
Yeah, we don't have any more beds for 49ers here.
It's ridiculous. And it's the funny part is, and I'm saying this with all due respect, it's the white guys. Like, all the white guys are getting hurt. Like, why are the white guys getting hurt? Like,
We
Brock,
don't condition well. This is known. We don't condition
at least, like, Juwan Jennings is trying to get out there. But Brandon Ayuk might be actually mentally ill, so I don't want to bring him into this. But
Hey, listen, nothing but mental support here, mental awareness. Shout out AJ Lee, who went on Monday Night Raw, found another way to get in WWE for a second, who went on Monday Night Raw and talked about therapy and the goodness of therapy.
I'm glad.
Juwan Jennings, see AJ Lee get some therapy.
Honestly, but like Brock Purdy.
Light it up.
And you know what's funny about this whole thing? The guy who we all thought was going to get hurt isn't hurt. CMC is still out there, which is crazy. So it's like, I don't know what
is holding up.
I say that with holding my breath. Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, please be careful. I have him in Dynasty.
Kyle Shanahan is the most up and down coach I've ever seen. And it's not particularly his fault. It's either make the playoffs, go to the Super Bowl, or go under 500. It's no in between. There is no in between. Like you said, it's a deal with the devil. It's like, hey, we're going to give you a good team. If they hold up, you're going to the Super Bowl or the playoffs max. If they don't, you're gonna be fucking 5 and 12. Like, that's just how it is.
It's either a full crash out and you're making out with your dad, or you're drinking the Disney blood money and you're living a great life. But it seems that on top of that, the injury bug back-to-back years continues to get the 49ers. Purdy is going to miss several weeks. We are going to get Mac Jones playing some more foosball. Very exciting. I'm going to run through the list here real quick, Nude, of fantasy-related injuries and just kind of give you the lowdown. George Kittle hamstring, looking likely not going to play week 2. Xavier Worthy, right? Correct me if I'm wrong on any of these, or anything's been updated that I missed.
Here, George Kittle, IR, not expected to be back until week 5 or 6.
Till week 5 or 6. Nice update there. Xavier Worthy.
He is fine. Hold on. You give me the name and I'll give you the update. So Xavier Worthy, X-ray came back fine. He should be back in a couple weeks. So he's not going on IR.
Beautiful. Brock Bowers, I think, back this week, right?
Fine, because he was going to come back in the game. They were just holding him from being a football player.
Sounds like the Raiders. Drake London.
Fine. He's actually he practiced yesterday.
Beautiful. I thought so. I thought he was good, cleared for week 2. So great. Juwan, mental health awareness is important. Jennings.
Well, you mixed it up. I was talking about Brian Ayuk, but okay. But Jennings should be.
Gotcha.
Jennings should be fine. Jennings should be fine. We'll see the practice report this week.
Evan Engram.
Probably not playing this week.
And any other injuries that I missed or that I need to report on?
Olave just had a concussion again, but he came back into the game, so he should be fine. And I think that's it. I think that's the biggest ones.
Pretty much everybody else returned. Lamar had a thumb thing. Tyreek returned.
James Cook was limited in practice yesterday out of nowhere, so that might be something to look out for.
Okay. We're talking a lot of chopping blocks, and let's get right into it, man. I mean, speaking of week 1 overreactions, every head coach that lost this past week is now on the hot seat. That the heads should go. I think this is going to be another early year where we see 1 or 2 head coaches go pretty early before halfway through the season. Even though that was unconventional, even last year, it is becoming more of a thing. I think we're going to see that trend continue. So tell me, who's the first coach to go this year? Why should it be Brian Daniels or Brian Dabbol? And yes, I realize that Mike McDaniels is still coaching. I realize he is still the head coach of the Dolphins. But Brian Dabbol should have never had the head coach position in the first place. It's like, again, it is another case of I am a trust fund baby. I am a nepotism baby. Thank you very much. With no nepotism that can be seen. I don't understand it. This guy has fumbled so many opportunities to have a dominant franchise, to have a legitimate dynasty, if you ask me, where he could have gone ahead, you sign Saquon, you talk to the GM, hey, get your head out of it, because I'm not leaving the Giants GM without any blame here, but you get your head out of your ass. You sign Saquon. I know it's easy hindsight and what everyone says he's done now, but on paper, it makes more sense than what happened with Daniel Jones. You sign Saquon, you go ahead, you trade up, you get Jaden. Thank God you didn't do that. I'm very, very grateful you did not do that. I'm very grateful you did not do that. But it's just, it has not worked out. He had a little spark when Daniel Jones, before everybody figured out that Daniel Jones is going to run his ass off, and that's all he can really do before he throws 3 picks. I don't understand why this guy still has a football job. Me and you are more equipped and more qualified than Brian Dabbol is to coach a football team. And Mike McDaniels is just your cute little show off that should have just stayed an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
New thoughts.
So you brought up Brian Dabbol. A lot of good points. One thing really is ownership really is fucking that team. He wanted to.
Yeah,
he
fair.
wants to start Jackson Dart in week 2. Apparently, this is the story. He wants to start Jackson Dart over fucking Russell Wilson in week 2. But ownership,
I'm with him.
I guess ownership wants Russell Wilson to start, so now he has to start Russell Wilson. Anyways, I agree. He is just not a good X's and O's coach. I don't like. You brought up Mike McDaniel. I think that rat bastard should be fucking fired over him because the guy, he's over there saying,
"What do you mean, Captain Cool?
Captain Big."
We used to be a big pro. At least everyone remembers on the first iteration of Face of the Franchise. I was a Mike McDaniels
because you look like
head
him.
Up his ass. I was sucking him off
because
every
you look
weekend.
like him. You look like him. That's what it is. If you put Joe on the sideline as the Dolphins head coach, the same guy is there, and doing the same antics. This is the antics.
6 days a week.
That's
6 days a week.
That's the antics. This is the antics I'm talking about. See, this is what you don't need to show people your network.
That's a 6-pack, bro.
YouTube is gonna.
I gotta look at these ads.
YouTube is shutting us down as we're speaking. Second, we just see 2 coaches that just need fresh starts. They need to go back to being offensive coordinators. They can't coach. They can't do the simple CEO stuff of a coach. I don't like Brian Dabbol. I don't like Mike McDaniel.
That's consistency, by the way. That's consistency.
He just wanted to show his abs. I now realize why.
And you're saying that I have him. You said he said he wants to show his abs, and you confirmed that I obviously have them.
I want you to know something. I'm proud of you always. I just realized you wanted to bring back this show just to show this off.
1,000%.
As you think we have any female listeners at all? Maybe one.
Not about listening to the show.
0. I don't think there's one female listener, and if there is, I love you, ladies. Thank you, women, Me Too movement, everything. But I don't.
What is wrong with you? But thank you.
This is not a show that you should watch by yourself.
By any means, you should be uncomfortable during the majority of the show. And if you're not, seek help.
Yeah, exactly. So at the end of this whole rant, both coaches,
whatever you want to call it, that was.
If it doesn't get right by week 6 or whenever their bye weeks are, they're both gone. So I think Mike McDaniels and Brian Dabbol are going to be gone by week 6 or whenever their bye week is.
Agreed. Someone who I guess is not going to be gone, which I am just jaw on the floor, still has the job. The 16 men also still have the job to rail out his wife every Saturday as he films and makes their mini videos. And that's how he preps for the games. Liam the Cuck Cohen, only rookie head coach to get a win this week. Congratulations. Come on. The Cuck did it.
I think you are you sure Liam Cohen's the one that you're thinking of?
It's not. This is literally this dumb bit is 100% just because he looks like someone you would see in your casual Cuck video. He looks like he's filming it. He just looks like a Cuck.
I thought you got confused with Dave Canales when he was like because I cheated on my wife.
No.
Whatever that was. Whatever.
Look at the picture. Anyone, look right now. Face the Franchise listeners, take a moment, go to Google, literally just Liam Cohen, go to images. That's a Cuck.
So you're not a Duval guy at all.
I love Duval. I love Duval. I love the Jaguars, especially. I love that Blake Bortles team. I love everything about it. I get up in the morning and piss and have a cigarette. I love it. I love it. Yeah, stealing a bit there. I love it. But it's just this. I literally no bias. I hope he continues to win. He legitimately. I call him the Cuck because he looks like 16 dudes line up every Saturday to rail out his wife. And then he comes in, guys, They got her to come this week. We're going to get a dub. And everybody's hyped. Trevor and Travis are like, yep, let's go. We're good to go. Maybe we get a turn next week. That's Liam the Cuck Cohen. This segment has turned into why I think he looks like a cuck versus his win. Congratulations for that dub, though.
It's the only rookie coach to get a win. Jesus Christ, what was that?
What timeline are we? I had to spark a little energy in the show. We need a little morning energy.
I mean, Christ, man, Jesus. On 9/11, we didn't need to do this.
No, this was the time to do it. This was the show to do it on the 9/11 show. Make everybody aware that, hey, Liam Cohen's wife 100% gets railed out every single weekend, and he's a big fan. Next segment, Jabrill Peppers. Signed to the Steelers. I think this is a great pickup for you guys. I think he's going to work well in that defense. I think you should be hyped, but you seem a little tepid, especially during pre-show. You seem a little reserved. What's going on?
It's the unction. Like right now, we have the average age of a fucking under 37 league at this point. Just give me.
You got all the OGs and the unks. Come on.
Jesus, the over the hill game, whatever you want to put it. I mean, we just needed to sign him because I guess Deshaun Elliott got hurt and he's not going to be ready until week 4. So we're very thin at safety. He is a hard hitter. He is somebody who I enjoy watching. He's 29 years old. I mean, you want me to get it hyped up for something? This is not going to be it. And then now there's rumors about Tyreek Hill coming and his domestic violence bullshit. I'm gonna die this season at some point. Just don't know when. I'm 1-0. I can't ask for more. God has blessed me with a win so far, and hopefully I'm 2-0 by the end of this week. So
I'm gonna pull out an old school thing for you real quick. A way throwback. And with the, I hope I get the pick count right. And with the 16th pick in the 2016 draft, 2017 draft, 2018 draft, the Steelers select Patrick Mahomes. Was that what it was? Yeah, Patrick Mahomes. Can you imagine that timeline?
Don't forget in that draft, we selected Terrell Edmonds at 30, and I couldn't. I thought
that's the best bit you've ever done on the show, by the way. And that wasn't even orchestrated. That wasn't even from your own mind, technically.
That was just I hate my life sometimes. I don't know what's happening. I'm over here contemplating what I should do with the Miami Heat as well. Let's go to the next segment. And
let's not forget about our Baltimore Orioles. But again, we'll keep it a football show for now. God damn. And we'll keep it a football show. I can do an hour on the Orioles. We'll keep it a football show. Tank Bigsby, Eagles, sick, cool.
All right, next. They did it for Will Shipley, which Will Shipley has a broken ribs. That's what it is.
Kelsey does, you said?
No, Will Shipley, their backup running back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I saw that. Okay, so yeah, Tank Bigsby, hooray, hurrah, no one gives a shit. Unless you just have no running backs and in a 16-team league, then I'm sorry, you have to go ahead and pick up Tank Bigsby. With that being said, game reviews. Our game review segment is back. We will be switching it up just slightly a little bit because I think we actually do underrated games in Game of the Week, but we are going to do our games, Game of the Week, and Dumpster Fire of the Week. Nude, would you like to start us off with the Steelers game?
I mean, I'll start with the positives and work my way to the negatives because the positives are only 2. There's only 2 bugs.
You can sling that thing, baby.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers looked good. I can't sit here and say he didn't look good. He made some throws. He didn't.
I texted you and said, "Oh, you got 2011 Aaron Rodgers." And
let's pump the brakes. Okay. They said, "How confident are you?" Somebody asked me 1 out of 10 with Aaron Rodgers, and I said 3. Here's the reason why.
I should have asked you that last week on the show.
I mean, right now I'm a 3. Like nothing really changed.
Oh, you were at 3 after that game.
3 after that game.
Okay.
Passes there were some of the great passes I've seen from Aaron Rodgers. Great. What I hated is he dumps the ball off so fast sometimes that I'm like, why did you do that?
Look at that thing.
You get hit so quickly because you're a statue. So, like, our offensive line is very mid. I can't deny that Roger Jones looks like a turnstile, like what Big Ben said on his podcast. I can't agree more with that fat fuck.
Very appropriate metaphors there, yes.
So, yeah. And number 2, DK is hit. I love DK. DK, when he gets the ball, is a gazelle. He is a big fucking asshole running. And that is That is great.
Mwah.
And how he catches the ball is great. I do love him. He's underrated for sure. I think I'm not over here saying top 10. I'm not here saying top 15. I'm just saying he's very underrated. I think he's really good. Not top 5, nothing. I'm just saying he's good. That's it. Now,
Okay.
now to
You
the
can go
negative.
top 10. You can go 10 or 9 or 10.
Third positive. Boswell is the best kicker.
I'll give him 9. I give DK 9.
Fine, whatever you want. I'm not giving him any rating. Number 3, but a guy who's top.
Sometimes you got to make a goddamn decision on this show, okay?
Here's a
You're
decision.
picking the Steelers.
Here's a decision. Boswell is the best kicker in the NFL. Not
Okay.
fucking close. Guy could boot 70 yards. Apparently, I didn't know he had that in his bag. Guy's great. Second best player on the team. Now,
how old is that motherfucker?
Now to the negatives.
Okay. Is he around the average age range of a Steeler?
Yeah. The average
45?
age of the Steelers are 35 years old, and I can't believe
45 plus, yep.
The defense looked horrendous.
AARP
High
starts
paid
coming.
defense for no reason. They're over there just getting gashed by Justin Fields, the turtle monger, and fucking Breece Hall, who looked like a fucking rock last year, made him look like fucking LaDainian Tomlinson. Fucking getting burned by Garrett Wilson. Guy wasn't even close. Guy wasn't even close to him. The run game was horrendous. The offensive line was horrendous. Tomlin looks like the same old Tomlin.
Check.
Tomlin with his glasses, looking like a fucking hungry hippo. Like, coach the fucking game. I hate our offensive coordinator. Hate our defensive coordinator. Austin,
the Pharaoh has become irate.
All of them need to get shot. Probably not a great.
Maybe not the best choice of words. We might cut that out again along with.
No, I won't cut it out. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't cut it. I almost texted you and said, "Hey, why'd you cut out that accent? PC era is dead. Stay strong."
No, it's staying strong. Nothing gets edited on this show.
Do that accent again. Do the accent.
Number 2, China is always in our. China's always. I'm pretty sure the Chinese government planted all these fuckers in our fucking defense because they fucked everything up. They fucked everything up. We won by the skin of our teeth, and if they don't look good on week,
that Chinese Disney blood money striking again,
my
baby.
God, there's a reason why we signed a 20-year-old fucking safety. That defense looked horrendous. Your turn. You probably have better positives than me, so there you go.
Beautifully said. Well put. Maybe not beautifully said, actually. I should take that back. Questionably said, but I love it. I loved every bit of it. For the most part, I was happy with our game. I think we looked good. We looked like we should. The offensive line looked great. You can say what you want all day about Brian Burns. Josh Connerly had a tough assignment guarding Brian Burns. I think he still showed his flashes. He still showed that he was first round pick worthy. Tough assignment first get-go. With that being said, the offense looks fantastic. We got Debo going early, so no one can say, well, how are they going to get Debo involved in the game? We're not going to hear any of that bullshit. Thank God. He looked fantastic. He looked fit, okay? He did not look like a fat man running on that field. Jeff, we're stopping with the fat man stuff. Jeff Mitchell, who used to sit in the corner in our first iteration, we're stopping with the fat man stuff. He looked fantastic. Jaden, a little bit off early on there. High throw to Debo. Had a pretty much guaranteed tug, 7 points to Terry. Overthrew him a little bit. A little on Terry too, but I think it's just a mix of, week 1, getting time and getting chemistry down. I'm not concerned there. Then we had Bill rules. Bill looked fan-fucking-tastic. All the hype and more. It looks like Cliff and DQ played a little trickery on us. And, he's RB4. And then clearly lead back. There is no doubt there. Austin Eckler is going to be in passing scenarios, but the offense seems like we are going in the direction we want to. Debo, 40 snaps in the slot too, by the way. Just a fun fact I wanted to throw in there. Double his career high. Next up on the defensive side, we looked fucking better than we have in a decade and a half. It was fucking incredible. Everyone on that line had a role. We are switching in and out from small guys, like you have your Eddie Goldmans of the world, your Johnny Newtons of the world. Then we're switching in and out, but then we had the big guy like Javon Kinlaw. Hey guys, he can play football. He was just in a really, really shitty environment last year, and then most of his career he's been injured. That boy can fucking play football. Okay, Dorrance Armstrong, 9 pressures, led the league in pressures this week, his career high. That defensive line was the firing point for me, but let's also not go ahead and say that this defense finally firing on all 3 cylinders. Nude secondary looked great. Bobby Wagner in the middle there leading the team in tackles. I was just really, really happy. We did what we were supposed to do against the Giants, 21-6. Some things to clean up, some things to make tight. We'll get that right tonight. I'm going to go ahead and give you my early score prediction. I don't know. I think it's going to be tight. I'll say 48-10 Commanders. I'll give that a little preview there for you. Next up, we got Game of the Week. Nude, give us your Game of the Week. These are going to be not underrated like we used to. They're going to be a little more glaringly obvious, but games we got to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, Bills and Ravens. I mean, you got the two overall MVPs and Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. They put on a fucking show, did they not? Oh my God. I mean, and let's just be honest, dude.
The best game of the week by far.
You're going to make me talk about the Ravens like this, but I mean, good God. Is there anything more scary than a full-speed Derrick Henry coming at you? Like, no. The guy is a fucking monster. He's stiff-arming you to the ground. He's faster than a gazelle. He's doing his thing. Lamar, to his credit, was throwing the ball pretty well.
I had a joke that would have gotten us canceled, and I stopped myself. And I just
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
I had a way too crazy joke.
I think I know what you're about to say. That is crazy, Joe.
I mean, you set me up for it.
You're crazy. I said gazelle. Second.
You said there's nothing more scary than a full-range Derrick Henry running at you. I know something that might be a little scarier.
Oh my God. So it looked like it was all for naught. Like the Ravens had the game in hand. Then Josh Allen became Josh Allen, the MVP, who he won last year. Everybody was like, oh, it was just given to him. It was just blah, blah, blah. All this, that, and the third. It wasn't. He was balling. He got his opportunity. The defense gave him his opportunity. He did what he needed to do as an MVP. He did it.
Barrow, I have a question.
Huh?
Sorry to interrupt. I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. How many yards? How many yards did he throw in the fourth quarter? It was like 100?
It was crazy. It was 100.
Was it 150?
Yeah.
Was it 200? No, it was 251 yards.
And what we saw was he had a favorite wide receiver. His name is Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman, I've been telling you, give him a chance. He's going to be balling. And he does what he does. James Cook was balling. He got his contract. Now, everybody's going to ask, why didn't they go for it on fourth down against the Bills? Well, listen here, dumb fucks. They were on their own thing. And the other guy on the other side is Josh Allen. You don't do that with Josh Allen. You don't do that with Jalen Hurts. You don't do that with Patrick Mahomes. You don't do that with Jaden Daniels. You don't do that with those types of quarterbacks. I know I'm doing that. But dead ass, like,
you're number 3 QB in the league, Jaden Daniels.
Which one would you rather have? If you don't make that fourth down, a guy who has to get one more first down and they're in field goal range, or try to stop him 4 or 5 times. It's not the fucking defense. I mean, it is the defense's fault. I'm going to say it right now. They couldn't stop him once. And that's the problem. You have all these guys on defense. I hear Kyle Hamilton. I hear Roquan Smith. I hear Marlon Humphrey. I hear all these fucking names. They couldn't stop Keon Coleman. They couldn't stop Khalil Shakir. They couldn't stop James Cook. Why? Because there's one constant. Joshua Allen.
You couldn't stop Joe and Nude in the slot.
So that's all I'm going to say is this. The Ravens want to be called Super Bowl contenders all the fucking time. But they can't stop their daddy Allen and their daddy Mahomes. They're never going to make it to the Super Bowl if they cannot stop these two teams. 40-20, dude. 40-20. And they couldn't seal the game. That's my problem here, is they choke so fucking hard that I'm supposed to sit here and say, oh, the Ravens. Mike, they're so good. Mike, fine, they are good. I'm not here saying they're not a good team. They're a great team. But until they beat one of those two guys in the playoffs or the regular season, they've now lost to Patrick Mahomes in week 1. They now lost to Josh Allen in week 1. What's next? They're going to lose to fucking Trevor Lawrence in week 1? No. You start give me a fucking break. This team is a good team with issues at finishing. Whether it's Harbaugh, whether it's Lamar, something's wrong with that team. They're broken mentally. They need a fresh start. I might have to say something, a hot take here. Harbaugh might be on the hot seat if they don't win something this year.
I wouldn't even say that's a hot take. I would say that's something that has been circulating the interwebs this week. I mean, you can have a great product all day long, but if that product at the end of the day doesn't solve the solution, which for the Ravens fans is win a fucking Super Bowl, then what are we doing here? It is, and I'm not even trying to make this in reference to you, it just kind of works. It is the same kind of thing with Mike Tomlin, is how many times can you go ahead and just kind of barely make the playoffs or be this average, above that, slightly above average team, but we're not getting the nut. We're not getting there. We're not getting to solve our problem, which is win this fucking Super Bowl. It's not happening. Right now, it is a oversaturated, overhyped product, and they need to reel that in, because that is not a Super Bowl winning team. That is not a championship team when you blow a 20-point lead. It's just not. Speaking of blowing leads, speaking of never ever being able to a bad product rather is just again with the Chicago Bears, and it's my little cousin at this point. It's little brother, it's my favorite team to troll besides the Dallas Cowboys. We go ahead and bash their head against the wall all day long, but it's just getting sad. It's not even fun anymore. I'm just, oh yeah, you guys blew another game. I feel bad for the city of Chicago. They need it. They need some lifeblood. They need something. All they have is the fucking bear. Can we get the TV show, not the team, obviously? This game, listen, dude, if we went ahead, let me ask you a question. If I scripted half the outline and it stopped at Liam the Cuck Cohen today, how do you think we would do?
It'd be rough for sure.
But I think it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think it'll look pretty good because we're professionals and we can get the job done and we're confident in our abilities and skill set what to do.
Right.
I cannot say the same about captain of the nail salon, Caleb Williams. I cannot say the same. You got 15 scripted plays, and then all of a sudden you turned into, for just an easy reference, Michael and Joe on the field. You turned in Shanudi and Joe on the field. It didn't feel right calling you Michael. It turned in Shanudi and Joe on the field. It was just, I don't understand. I think this is not a week one overreaction. I think we have evidence from last year. I think we have evidence in the off season. I think this guy's demeanor. I think this guy's leadership qualities. I think everything about him is the exact opposite of what everyone thought it was. This guy seems like he's a narcissist, seems like he wants it all to be around Caleb Williams, and we won because of Caleb Williams. I don't see this guy, I don't see his team investing in him as a leader, and that showed on the field once again. JJ took a while to get his bearings going, but once he did, he got comfortable. He shows flashes of what everyone does think he can be, and that was incredible. But this Bears defense once again is in trouble. Bears team as a whole is once again in trouble, and I also think that Ben Johnson, I don't think it's time to hit the alarm button on him quite yet, but I think he might have been a little over in his head with the project that he had to reel in, because I think he's now realizing it was a lot more than what he truly realized he had to take on. This product is still in the barrel of toxic. They are still trying to climb out of it, and it is another ownership head case where, as long as that family, remind me the family's name.
McCackey or whatever,
McCackey's, whatever. You should know it, Big Cat. It's McCackey's, whatever. Look it up for me. Just needs to get. It's another situation there where they just need to go ahead and sell the team. They need to have a commander's moment. It's just bearing this team down. Complete dumpster fire there. Let's get into our. What was it?
McCaskey's.
Okay. Let's get to our dumpster fires of the week news. And we got to move here a little bit fast because I know you got a cutoff time. So let's fly through this.
All right. So I'm going to go real quickly. Nothing was more disappointing than watching the Cardinals and Saints game. I guess Kyler Murray was having diarrhea and throwing up until 4 a.m. A lot of Mountain Dew Code Red, playing Call of Duty, something like
maybe he was.
Nothing was a worse
with you, baby.
Nothing was a worse visual than him walking to the game with the clothes he had on. He looked like a 7-year-old getting pissed off because he had Saturday school after he just did all that.
I don't want to go.
Basically,
No.
it was just so bad because
You said we could have McDonald's.
a lot of the skill players were wide open for my fantasy people out there. Kyler missed Marvin Harrison for a 98-yard touchdown. Chris Olave got killed at least 25 more times. So So be careful when starting Chris Olave. He might die on the field. So and that's not an exaggeration.
Literally no bit. He might die.
He might actually die. So be careful. So that was a very telling game of these two teams. I just think they're not far apart. If we think the Saints are going to be the worst team, the Cardinals are not far from that. So people thought this team could have a chance to win the division. It's still the Rams division and probably the Seahawks and the 49ers, then you, brother. So I'm going to leave it at that. That was a terrible ass game.
I think something that was much worse was that Titans and Broncos game.
Yes.
I had to say there was a point too where I swear that was the only thing they were showing on Red Zone for some reason.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And I wanted to blow my brains out. It was absolutely just disgusting work. It was sloppy all over the place. The only thing that I got out of that game was that Cam Moore did show flashes. If you ask me, he did show some potential. I don't think he's going to be that bust that everyone's worried out he's going to be. This is not another Malik situation. I promise. I think he is in good hands. I think Cam Ward showed the potential. Outside of that, I feel like this is a nude pun. I almost didn't want to do this, but Bo Dex is Bo Dex.
Well, if you said it with like a normal voice, I would actually hear what you have said, but you didn't say it.
Bo Nix is Bo Dix.
No, I'm a big Bo Dix guy, so I can't do that. So
listen. It just sounds like one of your fun puns. He's actually Bo Dix. He showed flashes last year, and I think it's still there. But and don't get me wrong, this Titans defense does get slept on. I am a huge proponent of this Titans defense. I think there's some quality in that secondary for sure. But with that being said, it was sloppy and not even where it was like a Jaden thing. And I understand that some bias here, but you could tell there were some timing issues and stuff with Terry and Jaden, but that was more of okay, we can work that out. Bo just looked like he needs at least 6 or 7 weeks to get back to form. I think he will, and I'm still what do they say? A believer as well, but I just think this game was one of his worst. I think he should have shown a little bit more flashes in the pan, and he honestly looked like, okay, are we just going to force the ball to Sutton? Okay, that's not working. I guess we just have to run it with Dobbins and Harvey and pray. It didn't look like they really knew what they were doing or there was any sense of foundation out there, especially with what we expected with the Broncos coming in. A lot of hype with this team. Another team that is expected to potentially win their division. It just big disappointment. I think the Titans, unfortunately, they just caught in the dumpster fire. They did. Kareem, they looked okay. I mean, the defense, for the most part, I think was the best part of your game. I think it was Jeffrey Simmons looked fantastic. Love that man to death. And again, I would be excited about your offense going forward. I really would be. I think you get the run game slightly more involved. I mean, it was kind of shut down regardless, but I think there's a lot of potential in that Titans team to definitely pull off some upsets this year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, Fantasy Sage advice for week 2, Nude. Let's get right into it. I'm going to fly super quick now. My pick of the week is Justin Fields. I think he can go ahead and do it again. He is going up against the Ravens. The Ravens showed you how they can shut down. Show me consistency first. I'm going with that to start. This could blow up in your face, but if you're looking for a quarterback this week, or if you're wary about starting him, I say go ahead and start him if he's your quarterback. Give it a shot. Don't do it, pick. And Nude's going to hit me with a stat. This might even be his star of the week, but I am saying don't do it with Kenneth Walker. Charbonnet is getting those red zone touches. He's going to start out touching, in my opinion, from what I've seen from that Seahawks camp. He is going to start out touching Kenneth Walker. And let's be honest, it's a matter of time before Kenneth Walker gets injured. And then I got the sleeping beauty. He likely went undrafted in a lot of smaller drafts in 12-team leagues. Zach Ertz. Jaden's going to continue to feed him. He is the safety blanket until Jaden gets completely comfortable. And even then, Zach Ertz will still be getting fed. Get him if he's still on your waiver wire ASAP.
All right. Well, my start of the week is none other than the rookie running back, Marion Hampton. He is going against the Raiders. We saw a lot of carries against a great Chiefs defense. I think he's going to find his footing, and we believe that Niners
Agreed.
will have a bigger role. But I think what we saw on Friday was a testament to the Chiefs defense and not more so what the Chargers will do moving forward with Justin Herbert. I guess the
And this is a stay patient with who you drafted pick. Trust in who you drafted. Trust yourself.
correct.
This was a good pick. Yeah.
Yeah. And someone to not start this week. I know everybody wants to start him after he had 2 touchdowns against the Eagles, but the Jalen Carter not being there definitely helped his case. Javonte Williams, don't fall for it.
Yeah.
He will disappoint you. If you want to start him in the flex, fine. But if you need to start somebody else, please do. And my sleeper of the week is none other than Calvin Austin, my boy.
Okay.
He looks like he had some rapport with Aaron Rodgers. I mean,
He
DK
does.
get his like double teams and everything like that.
I like our sleeping beauty picks are both
This-
our teams this week, but that's
yeah,
okay.
I mean, look, it's also the Seahawks secondary. They look abysmal. So if Aaron Rodgers could do that to a better Jets secondary, he can do that to the Seahawks secondary. So I'm going to go Calvin Austin. And yes, you did say something about a stat. My stat for Kenneth Walker, he got out touched by Sharps, but when the game was on the line, he had 8 touches to Sharps 3. So just to let you know, maybe
Okay.
it was just because he was injured all season. He's probably working his way back. So don't be surprised if it's a 50-50 and then it shifts to Kenneth at the end. But that's just me. Maybe I'm looking into it.
I've heard this about Kenneth his whole career. We'll see. We'll see. Not a bad stat though. I did like that. But let's get and wrap up the show strong, baby. We are going to fly like never flied before. Fastest time of gambling corner. We are going to start with tonight. I already gave you my score prediction, so I'm just going to let New go on this one. Commanders versus Packers. Commanders are plus 3.5, being road dogs. Over 48. New, who you like, who you love.
Give me Commanders to cover the points and under.
My man. Next up, Bills versus Jets. Jets are at home. They're plus 6.5. Over under 46.5. Nude, who you like, who you love.
After a tremendous game, I think it's going to be a letdown spot a little. So Jets to cover, over.
Jets to cover and over. You know what? Fuck it. I'm feeling good. Newt and Joe on the same page.
Yep.
Next up, Patriots and Dolphins. Dolphins, we are in Miami, minus 1.5. Over under is 43.5. We are in Jeff City. Nude, who you like, who you love.
Well, give me Patriots outright because what the fuck? And then over.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
In the over?
And the over.
I'm going Patriots outright, and I'm going under. This is going to be disgusting. Next up, we have Jags versus Bengals. Bengals minus 3.5 at home, only minus 3. I don't care what week they had last week. That's a weird line. Over, under is 49. Nude, who you like, who you love.
I guess I'm going with
Jags,
my
Bengals.
first favorite, Cincy to cover, and then we're going to go under.
First favorite, Cincy to cover and go under. I am going to go Cincy to cover and over. That's going to be like another 40-point each game. All right. We got Browns versus Ravens. We are in Baltimore. Just got to get a good laugh out before you knew. There you go. Get it all out. Plus 11.5. The Browns are covered. Over under is 45. Nude, who you like, who you love.
I'm going to go under because I think they're going to bench their starters. Baltimore kills this team and covers 11.5.
You think so?
Yeah, they'll kill them. They will kill them. After what we saw last game, it's like these two teams play a different sport. It's just ridiculous.
And that's exactly why I'm going to go ahead and go Browns money line for Joe's steaming pile of takes pick of the week, and I'm going to go over. I was very close with the Titans money line last week.
Look,
I was very close.
Very close.
Giants versus Cowboys in Dallas, minus 5.5. Over under is 45.5. Nude, who you like, who you love.
Well, if Jackson Dart was starting, I would try to say Giants to cover, but it's Russell Wilson. So Dallas to cover, under.
Nude and Joe on the same page. Next game, Rams versus Titans. Titans at home, plus 5.5. Over under is 41.5. Nude, who you like, who you love.
Ram it in.
How fast I can talk.
Ram it in and the under because I don't think the Titans are going to score in this game.
I will go ahead and go Newt and Joe on the same page. Bears versus Lions. -6. The
Oh.
Lions are over under 46.5.
Oh.
Lions to cover and over here for me.
Same page.
Newt and Joe, same page. Seahawks versus Steelers.
Just
give me something.
I said I'll do the over. I think the over hits because it's funny that it's 39 because maybe we'll do 40 points again. So
BetMGM has it at 40 because they're whores and they know.
Yeah.
BetMGM are some whores. I got it at 40, and I'm going to go ahead and go under. Actually, believe it or not, and I'm going to go Steelers money line here.
Thanks, buddy. All right, next.
I lied, but yeah. All right, 49ers versus Saints. My +3 is the Saints. Over unders 40.5. Who you like, who you love?
If it's Mac Jones, I'm going to get the Saints to cover and then the under.
I am going to go ahead and go under, and I guess if I'm forced to pick a winner, I guess cover Saints. I guess Newton Jones, same page. Panthers versus Cardinals. -6.5 Cardinals are over unders 43.5. I know you got 2 minutes. We are running here. Who you got? Who you love?
We're gonna go Panthers to cover under.
Panthers to cover under. I am gonna go ahead and go Panthers money line and over. Next up, we got Broncos versus Colts. Over unders 42.5. Colts are at home +1.5. Nude, who you like, who you love?
Broncos and under.
Broncos and under. I'm going to go Colts money line and over. Next up, we got Eagles versus Chiefs. Chiefs, a Super Bowl rematch.
Eagles.
It's not a primetime game. Weird. Chiefs
Eagles
+1 over under.
No, it's the game of the week on Fox, so it'll be Tom Brady and that cocksucker. Eagles and
you froze on me, Nude. Or am I going to get you back?
Eagles.
Nude
Eagles. Can you hear me?
Yep. Eagles and
over.
Eagles and over. I'm gonna go. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna go through this. All right. Vikings to cover over. Buccaneers to cover over, and then Chargers under.
I will go Vikings. Vikings to cover under. Under. No, over. Fuck it. Buccaneers Texans under. Bucks money line. Chargers Raiders. Is that next week? Yeah, Chargers Raiders is Raiders money line. Believe it or not, over.
All right,
Nude.
That's the show. Love you guys. Stay breezy, stay easy. Go Commanders, go Steelers, baby. Love you guys.
56-3 Commanders. Let's go.